In 2011, the Mid-State Mustangs became Western Pennsylvania's first and only team to win a USA Hockey National Championship. The under-16 team, led by head coach Mike Bowman and assistants Glenn and Garrett Barbosa, brought home amateur hockey gold to the program, based out of Galactic Ice in Altoona, Pennsylvania. After a near miss in 2012, falling in the national championship semifinals to cross-state rival Hatfield, the Mustangs look to rebuild in their quest for a return to glory. We follow their journey of triumph and tribulation, success and struggles as they set their sights on competing for a USA Hockey National Championship. This is the story of the 2012-2013 Mid-State Mustangs under-16 team.
Canadians don't like us because we're starting to play their sport better, so they get upset whenever we beat them.
Several weeks after a disappointing finish to Silver Sticks, the team heads to Detroit, Michigan for their first of 2 international tournaments.
You guys are the team captain?
Kinda, I guess.
We're the leaders.
We're the leaders,
You're the leaders.
so-called. Yeah.
What does that mean?
That we lead the team, and
Yeah.
we're right below the coaches, and we act like if we were the coaches when they're not around.
How's your math class going?
It's going good.
Calculus?
No, trig.
Bridge.
How many teams from Canada you guys have played? We've played quite a few, and I'm telling you, they play hard and they play physical. So I hope you put your A game, because you better be ready to play. And they love to get under people's skin. They love to chat. They love to do cheap. I don't know how this team is, but the majority of teams from Canada play a different game than we play here. It's a lot more physical. It's a lot more nasty. So be ready to play. Keep your head. Get his number. Next time he comes out on the ice, you put him on his clean. That's how we do things. All right?
Who's this game for?
The boys.
Everything you do, when there's two sides against each other, is a testament of wills.
Mustangs on 3. 1, 2, 3. Mustangs!
Talk fast, guys. Make the play fast.
Their first competition is against a team from Mississauga, Canada.
Play your game, all right? Let them be the team that gets in the penalty box and gets off everything they're doing. They got 10 guys. They're behind the 8 ball. They're going to do anything they can to turn this into anything but a hockey game. Play hockey, play it right, play it hard, and make them pay for it. Let's go.
The Mustangs strike first and get an early goal. The game is hard-fought, testing the Mustangs' strength, toughness, and control. The game goes back and forth, and the Mustangs finally prevail, 4-3.
Good game out there. So how's it feel? It feels really good. Even better, it was a Canadian team. Those were the words of Jake Miller, star defenseman, number 6 on the ice and number 1 in your hearts. So Jake Russo here. How's it feel to play on a line with the great Troy Double and Brandon Ritchie?
I mean, I really like playing with Troy, but I don't know how I feel about that Brandon kid.
Yeah, that kid sucks, right?
It's never where
He just holds us down.
I look up and I expect to see him there on the ice. I'm like, where's Brandon? Oh, he's over there.
Yeah, he's like falling in the corner.
Your assignment said, this is your legacy. Act as if you will not be here tomorrow.
The players engage in an early season activity, which is designed to bring them together as a family. They were tasked with speaking openly to their team without notes or a prepared speech in an effort to get to know who they are as a person, not just a hockey player.
I am Sebastian Ragno. This year I am a junior at Westmont Hilltop High School. hockey is my life, and I've been playing for forever too. And if I could change one thing about myself, it would probably be like how I like try to do something for other people. Like I try to live up to other people's standards, and I just wish I would just be myself more.
I am Luke Michael. My name means the bringer of light, and at first it didn't make sense to me, like why that meant what it did. Then I realized I'm always making people laugh and smile, and I'm always doing what I can to make people happy. And in October of 1995, my mom went to the doctor and she found out she was pregnant with me. 1 month after that, my mom's mother passed away, and her and my mom were best friends and as close as they could be as possible. And my mom always tells me that I saved her because she felt like giving her up after her best friend died.
My name is Andy Skipper. I am not an average kid. I have diabetes and celiacs. I'm also left-handed, as most people are right-handed. Being different than most people has helped me grow as a person and be more mentally strong, and it's helped me grow as a person. One thing I would change in this world is just people who are mean to other people. I would just get rid of them. People who are mean to other people don't have a place in this world because they don't have any respect for those people or their own lives, and they don't take their lives for granted.
We're all really comfortable with each other, I think, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like they like to have fun, or we like to have fun, so it's hard to keep everybody in check sometimes, but it's what we have to do.
You have to do it together. You gotta work together. As soon as one guy says something, the other guy's gotta be willing to back him up right away and call that person out if he comes back and says something that he's not supposed to say, or something that you're not willing to hear.
If you're not willing to step up and correct somebody, whether it's your best friend or the guy you hate the most in the locker room, then he can't be a leader.
I'm willing to step up and correct someone, whether it's my best friend or the person that I dislike most,
Why?
because it's for the good of the team.
That's exactly the reason why. And you have to believe it. And eventually you have to convince them of it.
Until proven guilty?
Why'd you hit me?
You guys have to kind of really rein these guys in. It's
Yeah.
a little afraid, no?
They're your teammates, and you don't want to like yell at them, but sometimes you actually have to.
We can't.
Sometimes you have to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Who are your concerns on the team?
Concerns?
Yeah, I mean, as far as you
Not
know,
really.
people you think really need to be reined in the most.
I don't really like to give out names.
Nah.
Are you more worried about the defense or the offense?
The team sport, so the team.
You guys running for office?
You guys need to do things like we do, all right? And we need to see it, because we're not. And that's why we're having this conversation. What we saw when we walked into the locker room, when you guys are handing stuff out, you give them what the first thing that comes out of your hand. That's it. I don't want guys asking for what flavor you want? You want green? Now you're getting red.
If we tell someone like to do something or like stop doing something, that with this team there's gonna be like sides taken, and it's gonna cause like a big argument. Like, what do we do in that?
But it might come down to a big argument. It might come down to you guys might not talk, or there might be a rift for a while. But you know what? Whatever happens, it's got to come from you.
I love hockey. Hockey's my life. I've been playing it all my life. If a lot of people at school, they don't understand why I like hockey. I come to school, I complain about how sore I am from practice or how hard practice was the night before. But truthfully, I couldn't imagine my life without hockey. Like, it's everything to me. If I could change one thing about me, it would definitely be the way I take like life for granted. I don't realize how great of a life I have. I have caring parents who would do anything for me. You guys are just the best, and I'd do anything for you guys. And it's like, and if I could change one thing in this world, it wouldn't really be anything about the world. It'd just be like about life. I just kind of want to like stay young forever. I want to do this for my whole life. I never want to stop being young. Growing old sucks.
I am Zachary Lewis. As of now, I'm nothing. I've yet to prove myself as a person, furthermore as a Mustang. As of now, I'm pretty immature person. I really wish I could mature, and I'm really trying to work on that. I have a real problem with confidence. My confidence level is actually really low, and I mean, sometimes you can't tell because I kind of try to, kind of shrug off insults and stuff, but I really actually take them to heart.
Whenever I was younger, I threw a rock up, came back down, cracked myself in the head. Then I didn't learn from that, and a couple weeks later, I threw another rock up, and I cracked my brother's head. And then, so he came at me and beat the with blood dripping down his face.
I am Jason Edsel, a tall, quiet, artistic kid. People in school say that hockey is hard and dumb, or easy and dumb, but they don't realize that you skate on a tiny blade and skate on the ice with 5 other people trying to come at you and knock you over.
I have 3 siblings, 2 sisters and a brother, and I love them very much. They're awesome, and I play hockey. One thing I would change about the world is poverty, because it sucks and thousands of people die every day because of starvation, and that just would make the world better if nobody was poor.
And a couple years ago, a kid I used to play hockey with died, and I took it to heart real bad and stuff. And then what you might not know about me is I can be emotional and stuff. And one thing I've learned is never take life for granted or anything. That's it.
After dropping their second game to Ashburn with a disappointing effort, the Mustangs were faced with must-win games against the local Michigan high school team.
Guys, the line closest to the bench is going to go first, so, all right.
It's on the outside.
Mustangs on 3. 1, 2, 3. Mustangs!
We got to start thinking and talking and working as one, all right? There's no working as one if you're not talking to one another, okay? And if your will isn't going to drive through this little deadlock here, they're going to take you. Your will has to drive through it. You've got to take some intelligence communication, all right? Will, intelligence, communication. Make it happen.
After another subpar performance, the Mustangs skate to a 3-3 tie, which would be enough to put them back into the finals for a rematch against the Mississauga squad from Canada.
You just got into this next round doing this. You're backwards through the door. It's not the way we want to do things. 3-3 tie. We were fortunate to come out on the right end of this whole thing. We're in a position to move on and play a little bit better tomorrow and take care of business. Learn from our mistakes. Okay? Move forward. Tomorrow you have the opportunity to finish this thing. The first time, finish it. Don't let this slip out of your hands. Don't be overjoyous about what we did here tonight. Went our way, we did what we had to do, but tomorrow we have to do better.
You guys are going in to play a team that is probably the best team you played so far. You guys know about these guys specifically that you think you need to attack?
Well, they're dirty. We gotta walk away from them when they're saying.
They're really chippy.
Yeah, they're chippy.
What does chippy mean?
Like
they just do dirty stuff, and they like always hit you after the whistle, and they're chirping you on the ice, and just trying to do whatever they can to get in your head.
That's Canadian hockey?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You go out there and you play solid hockey, 42 minutes, you take care of that problem.
This is the game. You guys go out and finish the tournament the way it should be finished. Keep your heads up, protect yourselves, protect each other. Watch after the whistle. Play fast, hard-hitting hockey.
Go get him, boys. Go get him. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys.
The Mustangs would strike first. A Brandon Ritchie goal in the first would be the only tally of the period. After Mississauga tied it in the second period, Brandon Ritchie would again score. This time a highlight reel goal, putting the Mustangs up 2-1, a goal that would prove pivotal.
Again, all right? We can either play our game and will our way to victory, all right? Or we can laugh about what they're saying, talk about what they're saying, react to it, all this other bull, not go hard. This stuff ends. We go, we go, we go. The sooner you start playing our game and quit worrying about everything else that goes on, the sooner you're going to be successful.
In the third, things started getting out of hand as the Canadian team seemed a bit more concerned with making a statement than winning the hockey game. After several players from Canada were ejected and things escalated off the ice, the game was declared over with under a minute remaining, and the Mustangs were champions for the first time this season.
Now you have control. North American Elite Double-A Invitational MVP in the Midget U16 Elite Division, who will immediately have an interview outside with the police. Brandon Ritchie.
The Mustangs are now truly battle-tested. They have another notch on their belt, more experience gained, now a trophy to show for their efforts.
And now you know that we're not full of bull. When we say to you, we'll go to the ropes for you guys. They were messing with you, and we went and stood up to them. We fight for each other. We don't expect you guys to just do it on ice. We take care of one another. We have to have each other's backs. So what took place tonight prove to all one another that we're family, and we stay together, and we take care of one another no matter what.
Proud of you guys for this accomplishment, okay? But this tournament's over now. All right, all you got left about this tournament is what you know inside from here to here. Use that for the next tournament and the next games.
Mustangs out there! 1, 2, 3, Mustangs!